Okay, y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Let's tap into Rella's energy because I feel like everybody has been so focused on Nevaeh, Krishan, Jaden, everything else going on around Blueface. But Rella kind of has my attention right now. There's something about her energy that keeps pulling me back. And here's my perspective. I don't necessarily feel like she is going to be the woman running behind Blueface, trying to force him in a relationship. I feel like she knows her position already, right? She gets it. I'm getting the energy like, you don't have to be with me. You don't have to choose me. But if this is your child, you're going to have to take care of your responsibilities. I feel like she's going to be the one to come in and stand on business. I would not be surprised if Rella ends up being the one that actually puts Blueface on child support. And now, let me clear this before y'all start running with it. This is my intuitive feeling. I am not saying that she is filing anything or that this is definitely going to happen. This is my opinion, and this is what the cards are showing me. That's exactly why we're here, and we're going to pull some energy, all right? And then we have Karlissa, y'all. Because out of every one of the baby mamas, Karlissa seems so very comfortable. Besides Jaden, she feels so very comfortable publicly embracing this baby and referring to the baby as Karlissa Jr. Now, this is my perspective because I'm like, now I'm starting to think this is all for content. And I know it's going to be a twist. I know it is for sure. Mama, what are you doing? What do you know? Because everybody else is questioning the situation. Grandma up here is ready to claim that, you know, the grandbaby is hers. I want to ask a few direct questions and we're going to let the cards tell the story and see what's going on. All right. So let's get into it, y'all. What is Rella's true energy towards Blueface right now? She's a bit withdrawn from him. I feel like Rella is a bit disconnected. What is her true feelings towards him right now? And I'm going to say she's very withdrawn from him. She does not want the drama. She wants to enjoy her pregnancy is what I'm seeing here. It's coming up as the strength card. So she is trying to pull in her inner strength. She is taking control over her emotions and her feelings at this time. And I feel like she's more on the energy of, you know, independence at the moment. She's just really here, just focusing, I feel like, on business right now. Because she's very guarded as well. She already knows. She's like, look, I already know how he is. I know what I got myself into. And I feel like she's ready to put up that fight, if that makes sense. Does Rella actually want to be in a relationship with Blue? Or does she primarily just want him to take care of his responsibility and acknowledge that he's the father? Let's see what we got here. She does not want to be in a relationship with him. She already knows that she will be headed for destruction. And if she was to be, and I feel like she's the one sitting back looking at the others and like, she's like, I can't be it. I can't do it. Honestly, I feel like she may have more brains than the other ones, but we'll see because this is how she's coming up. I feel like she's definitely focused on stability right now. She is focusing on money. And this is why I said before, I feel like she's going to be the one that actually puts his behind on child support because the others aren't. They all for the shenanigans. I feel like she doesn't really want any part of the circus that way. She does want a fresh new start. She does want to have some type of freedom because she is coming up with the Fool card here. So this could just be her wanting to have a healthy relationship with him, but just focusing on the baby, nothing else. I don't feel like Rella actually wants to be part of the circus. I know I've seen some people say that she does, but the energy that I'm getting here is more of money. I feel like she feels like this is going to be a come up for her having his baby, but she's going to be the one I feel like honestly is going to set Blueface straight and actually put him on child support. Why does her energy feel so different? Oh, she is like, listen, I am just going to sit back. I'm going to watch, see how the outcome comes with Blueface, because if it don't, I'm going to have to do what I have to do to make sure that he is supporting this baby. So that's why I feel like she is sitting back. There is a lot of confusion and fear for her with the unknown because publicly she really doesn't know what Blueface reaction is going to be. So I do get her being very nervous and She has the King of Pentacles coming up here. So there may be something where she's going to have to, there's going to be some type of, how can I say it? Some type of fight, and not physically. I feel like she's going to be going back and forth to court for a while, because I don't see Blueface actually claiming this baby. I really don't. I feel like she's going to have to force a whole DNA. It's just going to be a hot mess, because she does not want the stress. I mean, she knows what she's preparing herself for, but she is coming up as the 10 of Wands. So there's going to be an energy of obligation struggle with the two of them. This is so weird. There is some type of sadness around her energy. Wow. She knows that he is not going to want to be a part of this baby. And I feel like that is going to make her sad. But here's my thing. I don't understand why these women want to be having these babies by him, and they know how he is. I get it. It takes two. But this one's going to be, Blueface is going to give this girl a run for her money, honey. He's like, okay, well, take me to court. I don't care. Because look at that. But she's going to come out successful, though. Very independent woman. She really is like, I don't need him. I just want him to own up and face that this is his baby, no matter what. She's like, you're not going to do that to me, if that makes sense. She's like, no, you're going to step up and you're going to take care of this baby. All right, y'all. Let's see what else we got going on. What's Blueface's reaction when or if Rella starts demanding more accountability from him? What's going to be Blueface's reaction? Well, he is coming up as a hermit. I feel like he's just going to go quiet. He's not going to really feed into any of that. And he's going to be very much so guarded here. There's going to be a challenge and a struggle. He's like, look, you can take me to court. I don't care. He's like, do what you got to do, but I'm not claiming that baby. Y'all, he is very guarded. He is like, I'm not taking responsibility for that. But there's also, too, a change. There's also here a fear for him as well, because he is coming up as the Two of Swords in the reverse. So this is fear of change, playing something safe. So that could be a lot of things going on. And I feel like he's in that energy of he's just so focused on making money that he's not going to be focused on this baby. I don't see him claiming this baby either right now. Actually, I see him actually really pulling away, walking away. It's like abandonment. He's just focusing on his own journey. Wow. All right. How could this baby that Rella is having change the dynamic between Blueface and Nevaeh? I see Blueface being more rude. We already see how he talks to her, but I feel like there's going to be an energy of taking more things out on Nevaeh. Definitely some more confusion, more opportunities. He's going to be procrastinating a lot of things. I feel like Nevaeh is still going to be in this wishful thinking mode. A lot of confusion around her as well. He's going to be trying to really balance out, figure like, how the hell am I going to do this? Or even she is, because we have balance here, tight budget, because I feel like this is really going to do some damage to Blueface's pockets. So he's just having these kids. He got it like that. But in reality, I don't know. I don't think he's really facing reality. Well, he's not facing reality, because I do see that with Blueface, there's a lot of debt in his energy too. That's why he's going to be trying to figure things out. I also feel like with this whole dynamic, how it's going to change, Blueface is going to be just coming up with new shenanigans, honey, for the circus. He is coming up as the Page of Wands. So there's something else coming through with this. I want to tap into Karlissa's energy. Why is Karlissa so, how can I say it? Why is Karlissa so invested in this baby out of all of them? Because her son is not claiming the baby, but she's the baby. She's claiming the baby. He's like, well, you're the baby mama. So why is Karlissa so invested in Rella? What is it about Rella? Tell me, Spirit. Money, security, a bag, a coin, you know, that clip content. She does feel like Rella is more grounded than the other ones. She does feel like Rella does remind her of herself. And I think Karlissa said that. That's coming up. And I see disappointment, though. I see pain. She can see through Rella's pain, her heartbreak, the struggles that she had been through. I feel like those two have more in common than any of the other baby mamas, if that makes sense. She understands what Rella is actually going through. There's something about her that reminds her of herself. She's like, listen, I just want everybody to get together. I want us to celebrate this. I do see celebration. That could be that baby coming in. I want everybody to get along. She wants everybody to be on the same page, teamwork. But then the thing is with Karlissa, you really don't know, because then she's coming up as the devil when it comes to this. So she's very obsessed with clout. I don't know. Is this really genuine? I see Rella's going to have to find out the hard way because she is coming up as a strength in the reverse. But I also feel like Rella won't take none of the mess from her either. But we'll see. Y'all, we just got to sit back and watch the circus play out, y'all. Don't forget to like, share. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Give me your thoughts. Save this. Let me know what y'all thoughts are about this whole situation, because I can't wait to see how this is all going to play out. But y'all, until next time, y'all stay blessed.